Hey guys, wanted to first of all start off by saying thank you. Thank you so much for helping out at Mega Night. All you leaders, thank you for getting your tables out to serve with you. I think it's our best Mega Night where Married for Life got behind serving. So again, I just want to say thank you. It was awesome to see every single one of you as a leader, but not only as a leader, is seeing your table serving with you. I think it was an awesome experience I hope it was an awesome experience for you. I know that for me, it was just awesome just to see all of you guys serving together. So again, thank you for that. The other thing I wanted to say this morning is, hey, this Wednesday is date night. Please, please make sure you email, you text, you call your tables. Let them know where you're going to be. The other thing I want you to do is please email me where you're going to be as soon as possible. That way I can have a list of where you're going to be, and I will be at the church as people are dropping off their kids. And if someone shows up for whatever reason, it happens every time, someone will show up to the church. So please give me a list of where you're going to be. Let me know where you're going to be. That way, if someone from your table happens to show up at Knott Avenue, I can send them your way. So again, please make sure your table, don't assume that everybody knows, because I'm sure not everybody was there last week and someone missed it or they forgot. So please do not assume that they know where you're going to be. Please make sure you text, email, phone call, whatever you need to do to let them know where you're going to be. The other thing is, I hope I got some good response from you as far as how it went last Wednesday with the split. It sounds like just based on information I got from a lot of you, that it was worthwhile, and we'll do it again. The one thing I just want to continue to remind you guys, there are things within Married for Life that we do that are non-negotiable, that are not up for debate, that are not up to negotiate, that are not just never going to be. And so let me just say it up front. One of those things is speaking time. When we have, whether it be a couple, an individual, myself, or anybody speaking after the video, we're never going to cut that time. We're never, ever. So let's just right off the bat, don't even think about it, because I know a few of you wrote and said, hey, maybe less talking. It's never going to happen. When it comes to teaching time, that is not a negotiable. That is always going to be what it is. I made arrangements, and we cut out announcements. We cut out different things, and those are negotiable, and we'll do that. But like this past Wednesday, you guys had over 55 minutes because I was off stage by 7:55 and over to you guys. So probably by the time you guys got into your tables and whatnot, it was 8 o'clock. And we didn't end it till 8:55. So you had 55 minutes. And here's the thing. I've been a table leader, and I've done it. And here's one of the things, is I can give you 2 hours. And guess what? You will say after 2 hours, we didn't have enough time. And one of the things as a leader that you have to learn how to do is maneuver the conversation, cut people off when they're going off in tangents. Prayer time is learning how to, okay, let's get to the prayer points. We don't need full details. Like I've said before, we don't need full details. So you're having surgery this coming Wednesday. Okay, we'll pray for that. We don't need to know exactly what hospital, unless you ask. We don't need to know what floor. We don't need to know your nurse's name. We don't need to know your doctor's name. We don't need to know who's going to be in the waiting room waiting for you. You don't need all those details. The details you need is you're going into surgery for cancer. Awesome, we'll pray for you. If you're following up on a prayer request, you don't need to go and rehash the whole thing over. If it's the same prayer request from last week, then it's, hey, so Susie, are we still praying for that cancer or for that situation from last week? Yes, I am. Okay, awesome. We'll continue to pray for that. And you move on. And so you continue, you, the leader, have to sometimes navigate that. Because at every table, there's always that talker who wants to give you explicit details of what is going on in their life for a prayer request. And what happens is they take up a lot of the time, not only that, but then take the time off other people. So you, the leader, have to be kind of the one who maneuvers that, who is kind of taking everybody around the road and maneuvering that. Same thing with the conversation. This past Wednesday, one of the hopes that I hope happens out of, splitting up and having the guy time and having the lady time is that you now begin to know them better. That ladies, you begin to know the ladies better. and that it doesn't end just that one time. And now you wait till the following time that we have another split to have a conversation with those ladies. Now that you've known that Susie has been struggling in their marriage, in intimacy, or whatever it may be, communication, finances, now that you know a little bit more about Susie and her husband, ladies, you follow up with Susie, checking up on her, saying, hey, I'm praying for you. Maybe you take her out for coffee other than a Wednesday. Maybe you invite them over for dinner, whatever it may be. But that's what the hopes is of this. I'm not asking that Wednesday be the sole time where you invest and you get to knowing these people and that's it. Because if that's what you're trying to do, then you don't need 55 minutes. You need 6 hours, if not more. So that's why it's short, is you want to get a nugget of someone's life and then say, okay, I got to continue to invest in them. Same thing with you guys, with the guys, same thing. Once you found out a struggle from one of your guys, it shouldn't just end and you don't check up on it until the next time we split, because that's 3 or 4 weeks away. It's now you want to call Larry, who has struggles with pornography. You want to call Larry, who struggles with a drug addiction. You want to call him and say, hey, how are you doing with that? How can I come alongside you? Now you, the leader, get to do that. The people at your table get to do that. Because if you wait until the next time we split, it's not good enough. That is not good enough. You want to invest in the people at your table. And I'm like everybody told me via email or a conversation I had was to see how open people were. And in that, I got some good stuff for the next time we meet, not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, that I will touch from the stage. Because I heard it from more than just one and more than just two. So obviously, I can't assume that it's just at those 3 or 4 tables that I heard the feedback from, but I will address it now as a group because I'm sure that there's more people who are struggling with this issue when it comes to marriage and family. So again, all this feedback is also helpful for me to know how to be able to teach and navigate the whole group. But again, 55 minutes is plenty of time. I talked to a lot of you. Only a few of you said you wish you had more time. But like I would say to you who wish you had more time, if I give you 2 hours, you would have said the same thing. But your goal as a leader is navigate the conversation, help them along. Trust me, you, the leader, know when someone's going on a tangent. And if you don't, come talk to me, talk to Albert, talk to Drew, talk to Steve. They've been leading tables for a long time. They know when someone's going on a tangent. They know how to navigate people. Talk to Brenda, Belinda, Melinda, April. We've done this for a long time. We know how to navigate those conversations. We know how to nicely move it along where you're not being rude and cutting somebody off. So if you need an extra assistance in that area on how to navigate prayer, how to navigate or move from someone who talks a lot at your table, come talk to us. We'd love to come alongside you and give you some pointers. But no, again, like I said at the very beginning, we will not ever cut on the speaking time. That is just not a negotiable. So let's put it this way. Let's not mention that again. It's always going to be what it is. We're always going to spend the 20 minutes on the video, 20 minutes on teaching time. The goal is to give you the table by 7:55 to 8 o'clock. That's the goal, and that gives you almost 55 minutes of full time. So again, I've been hearing from leaders that one of the things, the way they navigate is right off the bat is they give their announcements real quick. They go into prayer and then they go into their conversations. So they start off with prayer so that they have more time in the end to talk. So, again, any tips that you have as a leader, write them down, shoot them over to me, because when leaders ask me, I'd like to give them some of the tips on what's working in your tables. So, again, the other thing I want to remind you is not this coming Friday. Oh, my goodness, this coming Friday is Halloween, and we're doing an outreach, something new that we're trying. It's like a test run that we kind of Married for Life and Pastor Paul are partnering to do. We still need some more candy. You can drop it off by the office anytime during the week. Just make sure you tell them this goes to Pastor Edgar so that I get that candy for that outreach. Or Wednesday night, as your people are dropping off kids, I will be at the gazebo. Again, we need more candy. The big bars, for those of you who brought some already, awesome. Thank you. Very appreciative. But we still need some more. And if you want to come and help, shoot me an email. Hey, we'd love to be part of that outreach, and I'll get you the address to Pastor Paul's house. It's going to be awesome. We got a bouncer. We're going to have barbecue hot dogs. We're going to do all kinds of things to reach out to that local community in Buena Park, and hoping to get information from Knott Avenue to their hands, who perhaps didn't come to Mega Night. So we're bringing Mega Night to them. Not Mega Night, but something very small and similar to them. That's the idea. The other thing is, don't forget to mention to your tables, marriage retreat. Everything has been finalized. It is $3.99. Price did go up a little bit from last year, but it's only because we're having a lot more and a lot high quality stuff. High quality speaker, Ted Lowe, awesome guy. Wrote a book that we as leaders, like I said before, we are reading. Myself, the Hamaguas, the Ramoses, and the Bouvet are reading on how to do marriage ministry in our church better. So he's the author of that book. Has a ministry called Married People. So it's going to be awesome. He'll be with us. The other thing is Tyrone and his wife Elena will be doing worship the entire weekend for us. So that's exciting. And then comedian Debbie Gutierrez. Last year we had Dawn Hammondtree, and I think she did a fantastic job. This year we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to have Debbie Gutierrez do comedy bits throughout the entire weekend. So again, we're bringing a lot of stuff to the table. That's why the price is a little higher, $3.99. The hotel is right on the water. Awesome. Right behind the hotel, you can actually go paddleboarding, kayaking, all that good stuff. So really nice hotel, the Courtyard Marriott in San Diego on the bay. So again, high quality, a little bit pricier. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. So it's $3.99. After the first of the year, it's going to be $4.50, and we're not going to do what we did in the past where there's the specials and all that stuff, because I'm sure we are going to sell out by the end of this year. So book your rooms early. $100 gets you that early bird special. Book them early because, like I said, we're partnering with The Rock in San Diego as well, and working with a few other churches to partner with. So I know that we will sell out of those spots. So guys, you guys have first dibs. Leaders, I'd love to see all of you there. February 20th, 21st, and 22nd. I'd love to see all of you there at this retreat. Get your tables to come along, start promoting it. And hey, if we fill up with just Knott Avenue people and just Married for Life couples, then awesome. It's an investment. That's how you got to sell it. It might be $3.99. It might sound like a lot, but is your marriage worth $3.99? I would say yes. My marriage is worth more than $3.99, and I will invest in that. So, guys, again, just some new stuff for you guys to be pushing at your tables. Keep Operation Christmas Love. Valerie is working hard on getting all the stuff ready for Operation Christmas Love. Again, I'll give you more information as that develops here in the next week or two. But that's the big Christmas where we're adopting kids from Orange, actually not Orangeview this year. We're only going to focus on Danbrook. So we're hoping to get over 100 kids out of Danbrook and help them out. So the other thing we'll be doing is kind of like last year, but we're not doing gift cards to the teachers this year. We're going to do something different, as we're going to provide a lunch for the teachers at Danbrook and Orangeview. So if you have access or know someone who can give us a good deal on a decent meal for 75 plus teachers at each school, let me know, talk to me, or if you feel led or moved to donate so that we can offset that cost for those meals for those teachers, so that we can bring Christ's love to them and serve them. Or if you want to be part of that and say, hey, I want to come and help when we serve those teachers, let me know. Talk to me. Or any ideas that you may have. Again, we're trying to be a tangible Christ to those teachers who pour into those kids, some of you are in education and are underappreciated. And we want to say thank you from the church. Thank you for what you do for our community. Thank you for what you do for our kids. So again, that's the whole plan behind serving the teachers and taking them a nice meal. Again, guys, make sure you call your tables. Let them know where you're going to be. Email me, let me know where you're going to be, so if someone shows up at the church, I can send them your way. All right, guys, have an awesome date night with your group. Make sure you guys are bonding with them. Make sure you guys even take some time for prayer requests. Hey, invest in your people. People are hungry to be part of a community. As we've been learning through this book, we all long for that community. Here's your opportunity to make them feel like they belong to your community at your table with your people here at this church. Again, guys, one last thing, and this is just a prayer request. Many of you, actually, two prayer requests. My son goes in for surgery tomorrow. Nothing serious, the tonsils and all that good stuff. He's got sleep apnea, so just keep us in your prayers for a fast recovery. That's all we would really ask. The other thing is for the first time in the life of Married for Life, we have quite a few couples, and I mentioned this to you guys before, who are seekers, who are seeking about Jesus, who are coming, and I've had the opportunity now to almost talk to all of them and have some good conversation. Please be praying for them. Pray that through this series, in the next few weeks, we're going to have a full-on, invitation, and I'm just praying that we're going to see people's lives being changed. We're going to see lives being transformed and marriages being transformed. So keep those couples in your prayers. Keep myself in your prayers as I meet with these different couples. It's been crazy the last few weeks, the number of couples that I'm counseling, and not all marriage issues, spiritual issues and whatnot. It has been awesome. So again, keep that all in your prayers, guys. Hey, guys, again, we will see you not this coming Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. Have an awesome, awesome date night.